This Standards of Operating Procedure presentation is an informational video about the use of antibiotics in the dairy industry and the method to test for the presence of antibiotics in milk samples. Why are antibiotics used? When a milk-producing cow contracts an illness or becomes sick, dairymen and veterinarians partner together to carefully evaluate the administration of antibiotics and use regulated dosages and treatment protocols to treat the infected cattle. The treatment may be administered individually in the form of an injection, most commonly through an udder, or it can be given to a group of cattle in feed or water. The overusage of antibiotics can be an issue, but due to the strict regulations put in place and the high price of antibiotics, it has not been heavily abused in recent years. Which antibiotics are used? The most common antibiotic used for the treatment of sick cattle is penicillin or terramycin, both which are beta-lactam antibiotics. These antibiotics contain a beta-lactam ring which prevents the biosynthesis of a bacterial cell wall, resulting in the bacterial cell being lysed and ultimately dying. Why is it an issue? The use of antibiotics in cattle is a controversial topic due to antibiotic resistance. Beta-lactam antibiotics are also administered to humans. Continuous exposure to antibiotics can result in immunity towards the antibiotic, causing its effectiveness to be reduced significantly. In recent years, the use of probiotics and nutritional supplements have been studied in cattle, and they have shown to contribute to improved health, and this may even reduce the need for the use of some antibiotic treatments. Besides antibiotics in milk being illegal, in making cheese, yogurt, and other cultured dairy products, the inoculated bacteria culture that makes the products can be inhibited from growing due to the presence of antibiotics. If the inoculated bacteria does not grow, cheese and yogurt will not be able to ferment. Because of these reasons, cheese makers and other dairy processors are stringent in testing for antibiotic presence in their milk. How is milk tested? All milk arriving at a creamery or dairy processing plant must be tested for antibiotics. If antibiotics are detected in any truckload of milk, the milk must be rejected and disposed of. The tests are extremely sensitive for any antibiotic residues, and they are measured in parts per million. Most systems are set up to ensure milk from each tank and each dairy is safe to drink. The Charm 3LS3 tests for antibiotic residues. The Charm machine is first calibrated with an antibiotic positive and antibiotic negative control sample of milk. And this is what the actual samples of milk will be compared against. It is important to calibrate the positive control as the positive rating and the negative control as the negative rating. If they are incorrectly calibrated, a sample of milk that needs to be tested may generate an incorrect reading. This can result in accepting milk that has the presence of antibiotics or rejecting milk that has no presence of antibiotics. The controls in this example were frozen, thawed, and then centrifuged. The Charm machine is calibrated with positive and negative strips, which set the limits of the antibiotic residues. The machine is then tested against the positive and negative controls. If the controls are read correctly, the machine is now ready to be used with the new samples. The samples are shook 25 times prior to removing 20 to 30 milliliters. Once shook, the milk sample is taken up with a disposable pipette and drained into the prepped test strips. The test strips are then placed into the Rosa incubator that is kept at 56 degrees centigrade. The incubation takes 8 minutes, and at the end of the 8 minutes, the sample is ready to be read in the Charm machine. The machine will read the results as either positive or negative for antibiotics based on the calibration done previously. The machine will read the results and then print them as well. This serves as an important documentation step that is a part of an inspection for dairies. The strip can also be compared against a physical color-coded scale. This provides a second assurance step to ensure that the machine is working properly and correctly. What happens to the milk that is tested positive? Any milk that tests positive is not allowed in a creamery. The milk is rejected and returned to the dairy where it originated. The milk is then discarded because it cannot be used for human consumption.